think one of the big things for us is just that we come to work every day and really get after it. Our mindset is that there's going to be storms that are coming throughout the year. We're going to face a lot of adversity. We're going to face a lot of great competition, obviously in the SEC, and we want to weather the storm. And that's our mantra this year: weather the storm, embrace the storms. For whatever comes out, we're ready to go. So with this team, we're fortunate. We got a lot of guys that are totally committed to doing the work every single day, and we know that our main goal is just to get better, and it's a process. And so we use every match, every practice, every individual session, every gym workout, every time out on the track to get a little bit better. And so that's our main goal with these guys, is just to get a little bit better every single time, every single day.
Yeah, and so talking about your players individually, how do you motivate them? What have you been communicating to them? There's obviously the theme of weathering the storm, but how do they really know what you're expecting from them?
Well, I think it comes down to having a great attitude every single day. I think approaching it with an attitude that I'm here for a reason. I represent more than just myself. I represent the team. I represent the program. I represent the university. And we take pride in that. And so it starts there. And then obviously the expectation is that they'll go out there and give their very best effort, and that's mentally and physically, not just one or the other. And so for our guys, we have high expectations for them. We have high expectations for this program. We're trying to go out there and win a championship in the SEC this year, and that's one goal that we're shooting for together as a team collectively. And we know that in order to do that, we're going to have to keep getting better because the competition is that good.
And looking to tomorrow, you're starting off with UNF. What are you kind of hoping? How are you hoping to start off the season? What are you kind of looking to do tomorrow?
Well, tomorrow we want to come out here and compete, and really get lost in the competition. It's not just a sprint, it's a marathon, and we know that. And so when we come out here and start working tomorrow in the match, we want to play percentage tennis and try to do it so that we play better as the matches go along, just like we want to play better as the season goes along. So we take that same attitude into the match tomorrow against UNF. We're excited, we're fired up, but we still got to stay composed.
Yeah.
And we still got to play within our limits, because if we start going outside of our limits, then we start making more unforced errors. We make life a lot more difficult on ourselves. So we want to keep things simple. We have a game plan. We'll go out there to execute that game plan tomorrow.
And then looking toward the weekend, it's the first tournament you're hosting at home for the spring. 2 days of competition. How is that different from tomorrow? How are you going to kind of regroup tomorrow, look at what happened in that match, and move forward?
Yeah, it's really just taking it one day at a time. Mm-hmm. And for us, the focal point is today. We got one more practice today before tomorrow, so let's focus in today on getting better. And then when we get to tomorrow, we'll really focus on what we need to do to be successful in the match. And hopefully that attitude and that discipline will help us when we do get to the weekend and we're playing tough competition again this weekend. So every match leads to something else. Every practice leads to something else, but you got to take care one day at a time.